do you want to learn how to build this in Roblox Studio, stay tuned because I will show you that with as little enthusiasm as possible. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, as I've already done, I'm going to not use this one. So I'm going to insert a part right here. I'm then going to, without collisions on, duplicate that part and place one over here. This doesn't have to be like this. You just have to have two parts. Now, into one of those parts, you're going to add an attachment. This is going a little bit fast, so you might need to rewind. Put the second attachment in there. You now have two attachments. Congratulations. You can name those attachments if you want. I don't really care. We are now going to put, we're going to cut that beam. We're going to go into Model, Effects, and we're going to, not beam. Okay, we're going to cut that. Or you can simply go into Workspace and type Trail. So, with Trail, you're going to insert it. Now, this trail. So, as you can see, we already have two attachments over here, and this needs attachments. This is why I said you can name them. You can name them attachment 1 and attachment 0, so you know which one's which. Okay, now, next thing. So, as you can see, we've just built this. All this does is emit a white light. Now, here's what we're going to do with that. We're going to select the trail, and cool, we want to put an epic color on it. Sure. So now, as you can see, that color is going to be green. But how do you do rainbow, you might be asking? Or, you know, you might not be asking that, because, yeah, I don't know. Here's how you do rainbow. You right-click on the, or not right-click, I'm going to have to close color sequence. So you're going to click on this button right here when you hover over the color. So I'm going to simply make rainbow. This one's going to be a little bit more rushed. So it's red, orange, yellow. Make sure you stretch them out more than I'm doing, because if they're not stretched out enough, what's gonna happen is you're just gonna have a big piece of purple at the end, or violet, whatever, which is obviously fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not always the greatest looking, right? So, and then you're gonna finally, I don't really need this. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna just throw it on the purple. Sure, it's darker though. So you're just gonna darken it. Then you're gonna take this one, get it to the purple you want, and darken it. Now, cool, you got that. Now, bada bing, bada boom, watch this. You're gonna move it in game, and it's going to leave this rainbow trail. By the time this is released, or by the time you're watching it, I might have already released a video on how to weld parts to players. This could be used for, especially in simulators, they have little trails falling behind the player. That's how this would be used. So you can stretch this in. This was a little bit too fast. Obviously, you can just go back, rewatch it. But I tried to make this super quick and easy. But yeah, also you can do a bunch of cool stuff with that feature. Now, here's a quick little tutorial on the beam. So I'm done with the trail. I do like it though, so I'm gonna just remove the attachments because I like that rainbow trail. It looks cool. So we're gonna turn this into a color sequence. So this one I want to be a lot more simple. I'm gonna put it green. I want it to fade from a red to a green, then into a blue. Now, here's the difference between trails and beams. You might have been thinking of a beam the whole time, which is completely normal. Not everybody knows everything. So beams are always there. You don't have to have movement, because a trail follows movement. Beams, however, are constant. That's the easiest way I can think of putting it. So to edit it, obviously you have to edit the beam part. You're going to need the Properties tab and the Explorer tab for that. Pretty sure everybody knows that, though. So anyways, there's also textures added to it. I'm not going to add a texture, though. Light emission and light influence. I'm going to turn light emission to 1. Actually, you know what? I think it looks best at 0.5 and 0.5. Now, you can't really see it. The texture's kind of small. So with 0, I'm going to turn to 100. Now, as you can see, one of the sides is now 100 tall, but the other isn't. I'm going to turn the other one to 100. Now it's just a straight, huge beam. So as you can see, there's this beam. You want it to be stretched more. You stretch out one of the parts. As you can see, there's your huge beam. Now here's the other parts real quick. So explosion, we're not gonna go over that yet. Fire, you want fire. Well, here's the thing about fire. All you have to do is add it into your part. What part is this? Fire, boom. Fire on the part, boom, there's already fire. Want to edit the fire color? Cool, do this. I want it to be red. Want to edit the secondary color, which is the top color? Boom, I want it to be blue. Cool. Let's see. Size, boom, I want huge fire. Good for you. I want tiny fire. Good for you. Heat, I believe this inflicts damage on players, 25 being the highest. Name fire, parent part. That's just the part and parent, or that's just the name and parent. Okay, cool. We've used that. Now, here's another way to do it, other than the way I've been doing it. Particle emitter. Particle emitter. So, with particle emitter, as you can see here, Sparkle's DDS main, you have to change that into a preset texture ID. Now, with a lot of texture IDs, this color change will not work. Roblox's preset texture, however, works. You can do a color sequence on this, apparently. So, I'm going to throw in another quick, simple color sequence. I don't know if this is actually going to work. Okay, here's what it's going to do. So, and then we're going to add a red. Oh no, we're going to add a blue at the end. As you can see, it's probably just going to constantly stay on red. Okay, so it goes red, green, blue. So, if its death is too fast, it won't ever get to blue. Cool. That was particle emitters. Did I miss anything about the particle emitter? Rotation, speed, lifetime, all that should be pretty self-explanatory. Let's get on to the next thing. I forget what it is, though. Okay, so it's smoke. Smoke, again, you can just add it. There's smoke. Size, smoke's very simple. I want it to be very, very small. You definitely can't do a color sequence on smoke. There you go. You get a deadly red smog, or, heck, you can be cool. Go for a deadly green smog. Poisonous gas. Or you can be dumb like me and cancel it out. Okay, cool. We've done smoke. Rise velocity also is a thing. Cool. We've done smoke. We've done almost everything. We're very, very close. Now here's lighting. Actually, I might put lighting into a different guy. No. We'll do lighting. Okay, spotlight. Spotlight is a spotlight. Kind of like an acting. This light turns as you turn the part. As you can see here, the light turns. Can't see that super well. That's okay. So a good plugin when you're doing lighting is going to be the light editor plugin. As you can see, as soon as I toggle it, there is a bright white thing here. If I click on this, it doesn't go straight to the part, it goes to the light. This helps, so if you don't have an Explorer tab open, you don't have to go open it, go to the child, and switch back to the parent. It's much easier. So angle for this, you want it to be less wide. We're going to have it way bright so you can see. Angle, you want it to be less wide. 45, less wide. You can't really see though. 100. So as you can see, that's going to be way less wide there at the end. Also angle, 18. Maximum angle is going to be 180. So pretty much a side. Cool, that's spotlights. Now we want a point light. This is pretty self-explanatory. It is a light at the place you put the light. So, as you can see here, if I do 100 brightness, it's just a circle around where the light is. Pretty self-explanatory. Maximum range, that's blinding. Okay. Now, cool, surface light. I don't really know what I'm doing here because I've never used a surface light. I've used it once. Okay, so it obviously points. So, it points from one surface. So, from my limited knowledge, I think it's on this surface, and we're gonna click on that. Range, obviously. Okay, here you go. Face. So I can do the top face. So now it's gonna be on the top. So here's how you edit that. So face right here. How do I know what face it is? You go to this. You scroll all the way down. Surface inputs. Back surface. Boom. Bottom surface. Front surface. Right surface. Left surface. Top surface. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Great. Now, shadows enabled. Pretty much does nothing with no brightness. cool. We can change the lighting color. So, what if we add all the things we've learned into one thing? That would be monstrosity, unless you add it into multiple different things in one game. Anyways, I hope you learned something about the effects tab in Roblox. Yeah, this was just a super quick video. Liking and subscribing really, really does help. I hate when people say that, I know. I also hate when people say they know they hate it, because I know they don't hate it, but I actually do hate it as a YouTube watcher. So anyways, that's going to be it. I hope you have an amazing day.